We've been doing this presenting here at MOI for a long time. Thank you for having me. And this is a slide on our previous picks and how they've done versus the index. I was updating this yesterday, and unfortunately, this slide looks worse than last year's. And so some of our recent picks, especially around home building and building materials, have deteriorated. But overall, still think it's a pretty good track record. And this sort of sums up, I think, a bit of our approach in that when we're wrong, we're not going to destroy a lot of value. We'll sort of lag behind when we get something wrong, but hopefully, and so far, we're typically right more than we are wrong. So, which brings us to 2026, what we have for today. My partner and I debate a bit about this, and we decided to go for what makes good content because we think United Health is possibly one of the most hated stocks in the US right now. It definitely was last year. We owned it for a few years now, and then doubled down when it blew up in the middle or towards the beginning of last year. So that's our best idea for this year, United Health Group. So it's a long-term compounder. They've traded a lot of wealth, but it's a bit of a what we call politically noisy group. They've created a way to create value over time. They're the largest player. They're the best player. They have a pretty diversified business, and we'll go into details, but a couple of the tailwinds that are helping United Health or Medicare Advantage and just the general growing consumption on U.S. health spending. We're definitely going to go into this later, but the main issue that hurt the stock is fixable. We think it's the sort of problem that will work itself out pretty quickly. Good news is the former slash returning slash new CEO, Stephen Hemsley, is back in the seat, and he's explicitly said they're going to return to growth this year. Um, Going back to some of the sector tailwinds, they have a business called Optum, and combined with the United Health Care business, they have structural advantages, which we think give them a long runway. Very shareholder-centric management, so they return capital, they issue dividends, very thoughtful with acquisitions. And at today's price, we think you're getting a bargain. We think you're buying a long-term compounder that's deeply discounted. People are assuming that their use earnings are permanently lower, and we don't think that's the case.